Yes, good morning, children. Welcome back to your online classes. Yes, today is your English class. Yes, no? So, I have completed poem number 1. God made all the things. Yes, no? Poem number 1, I did. God made them all. Lesson number 1, the learned fools. Now, lesson number 2, run boy run. Okay. So, God made them all. I have given all new types in the textbook. Yes, no, children? That means true or false, choose the right answer, opposites I have given. Lesson number 1, still I have not given. So, I have explained it. I'll explain lesson number 2. So, this class, I'll complete this lesson number 2. The next class, I'll complete lesson number 1 and lesson number 2, new types. Okay, children? So, run boy run. So, I'll explain this lesson. About sports. He liked sports, is an athlete. Okay, so I'll explain this lesson. So some of the meanings, I'll write it on the board. Okay, children? First, I'll write some meanings here. Yes, some of the meanings I have written on the board. First of all, you understand that whatever we write on the board, just don't copy all. Just listen. See, this meanings and all will give in classwork. It is there in textbook. When I read this note, just see the textbook, children. Don't write and waste the book or waste your time. Just listen what I say. Listen the stories. Listen this lesson. Only maths part you can practice because you want to do the sum. So practice, use rough note book. Last, what I'm giving homework, you should write it in homework book. This and all, don't write in classwork also, don't write in rough book also, not in homework also. This and all, just I'll read, no, listen. EVS, English, Kannada, Hindi. Just what we write and explain on the board, no. Just listen, children. What we give homework, no. Only homework you write. This and all, don't waste the book. Just listen, okay. So some of the meanings I have written. Lesson number 2. Run, boy, run. So eminent, famous, well-known. Athletic, a person trained in sports. Athletic, a person trained in sports. Cripple, someone who cannot walk because of an injury or a disability. Task, job. Groan, a soft cry. Unconscious, not conscious, unable to respond. Crutches, sticks used as support by a disabled person while walking. Outstanding, excellent. Yes, check out your textbook, page number 20. Page number 20. Yes, take out your SEM 1 textbook, page number 20. Run, boy, run. There are many stories about brave hearts. There are many stories about brave hearts who became great achievers in spite of disabilities. Yes, brave hearts. He is a brave person, ready to face everything. He is ready to face everything. Who become great achievers. Achievers means success. Okay, in spite of disabilities. Disabilities means what? Permanent injuries. Now you have seen handicaps. Yes, no? From the birth only, they are disabled. They cannot walk. But others, they met with an accident. It will be permanent injury. They can't walk. They need a stick, anything. Okay. Eminent among such achievers is Glenn Cunningham. Eminent. Eminent means famous. Well known. He is a famous. Who? Glenn Cunningham. He is a famous. He has eminent among such achievers. He has achieved something. So we are going to learn about Glenn Cunningham. The great American athlete is an American. He is a great American athlete. Athlete means he is a sportsman. So yes, well, see here, a person trained in sports. He has been trained in sports. He has learned everything. For the sportsman only we say athlete. He is remembered even today as the first man to run a mile in 4 minutes. Mile, it may be 1.5 kilometer, more than 1 kilometer. He'll run within 4 minutes. Okay. So he is remembered even today in the sports, athletic, Olympic games. So he has been remembered. Glenn Cunningham. Who is that? Glenn Cunningham. He is the first man to run a mile in 4 minutes. But what many don't know is that he was a cripple. Cripple, what it is? Someone who cannot walk because of an injury or disability. He is a cripple. He has been injured permanently. So, what many don't know that he was a cripple. He has got injured. How and when and what had happened? So here this lesson. Okay. An accident in his childhood had made him one. He is disabled person. He has been crippled. So his legs has been injured permanently. But then too he is a sportsman. How? Why? So we'll go through this lesson. Glenn and his brother Floyd. Glenn Cunningham brother name is Floyd. Had the task of lighting the stove in the school in the morning. Task. Task means job. In the school, they are given some job to do. What job is that? Lighting the stove in the school in the mornings during the cold months. Yes, no? During cold months, we'll camp a fire. Yes, no? To be hot. They are lighting the stove in the school in the mornings during the cold months. So they went to school early to light the fire, so that the room became warm when the teacher and other children came in. For the teacher has given a job for him to light the fire every morning in the school. So Glenn and his brother Floyd, every morning they used to go to school. Before other children come and teacher come, they used to light a fire so the room will be warm. One day, Glenn and his brother were a little late to school. One day, Glenn and his brother were late to school one day. Why? They were in a hurry to light the stove. to light the stove. They quickly poured out oil on the wood and lit it with a matchstick. Every day they light the fire. They put some wood pieces. They will pour some oil in this classroom. We need hot means if we are so hot, we'll put a fan. If so much cold season, if it is like Kashmir, Shimla and all, no, we need a fire to be hot. So in the classrooms, what they do, they'll put some wood pieces in the corner. They light it. They pour some oil and they light the lamp, that wood pieces. So the fire will come. The room will be very warm. So they quickly poured out the oil on the wood and lit it with a matchstick. So they fired it with a matchstick. And there was a loud explosion. Sound like a bomb. When we pour some, we'll keep some wood pieces, pour a oil, we'll fire it, no? The fire will come in that. But here some sound it came. Why? Fact of something such as a bomb, some sound. They had poured petrol instead of oil. What they poured? One day they were so late to school. So in a hurry, they did not see a petrol and a oil. They don't know the difference when they came hurriedly. So only when we are hurry, we should not do any work. Just sit for a while, take a relax. In a hurry, we'll do mistake. Yes, no, we'll do mistake. So Glenn and his brother also, they did a mistake. So what they did, instead of oil, they poured a petrol on the hood. Both the boys fell unconscious because that sound. When we pour petrol, what the petrol, it catch the fire so. Oil means we match it from the matchstick. Fire, no, it will come slowly. What they did, they poured the petrol. Petrol means you only know. Just if you fire it, no, whole place will be burnt. Unconscious, not conscious, unable to respond. They fell unconscious, the giddiness, okay, because of that loud sound. After a few minutes, Glenn recovered only to see fire around him. When he opened his eyes, after some unconscious, after some time, he opened his eyes, full fire. He ran out of the school looking for his brother. When they both poured petrol instead of oil, they matched with the matchstick. They lit the lamp with the matchstick. So loud sound came. They fell unconscious. They jumped and they fell unconscious. After some time, he opened his eyes. He saw full of fire and he ran out of the school. Why? To search of his brother. Who is his brother? Floyd. So, looking for his brother. Then he heard some groans from inside the school. Groan means a soft cry. Who was crying there? Soft cry? His brother. So, then he heard some groans from inside the school. Glenn, who was only 7 years when this incident happened, no, Glenn was only 7 years. 7 years old, ran inside to save his brother. He was 7 years, small boy only. But then too, they used to lit the lamp, that stove. So the fire used to come for the classroom to be warm. They poured petrol instead of oil. So the loud explosion happened like a bomb. So he fell unconscious. So when he opened his eyes, he was searching for his brother. He was small only, but then too he was searching for his brother. But some ground sound, ground means a soft cry he was listening. So he ran inside to save his brother. But the smoke, when the fire caught, that smoke will come, no? So smoke choked him and the flames burnt his legs. So when he went to save his brother, because he was crying, no? So he went to save his brother, that fire, that flames, no? It came to his face and legs. So the flames burnt his legs. He burnt his legs. So when we go, suddenly that flame will come near. So we'll do like our face. So his legs has been burned. Glenn fell unconscious the second time. First when that sound came, brother both fell down. Both were unconscious. But after some time, Glenn opened his eyes, searched for his brother. He ran inside the school to search for his brother. But when the fire caught him once again, he fell unconscious second time. When he woke up, he was in his house. When he opened his eyes, once again, first time when the fire caught, he fell unconscious. He opened his eyes, full of fire. He got afraid. He was searching for his brother. When he went to search for his brother, the flames burnt his legs. The flames burnt his legs. So he fell once again unconscious. So when he woke up, he was in his house. He was in great pain. So who? Glenn Cunningham was in great pain. When he called for his brother, he was searching and he was calling for his brother. His parents looked at him sadly. So sad. Why? Because Glenn knew that his brother was dead. Glenn came to know because parents were so sadly when he asked his brother. So he felt very sad because his brother has been dead. Weeks passed. The doctor said that Glenn would never walk again. Why? His legs were burned. Yes, no? His legs were burned. So doctor said he would never walk again. But he has become a sportsman. How? So first he was he was very good in health. He was a healthy also. So this fire caught. So his legs has been burned. So doctor told he could never walk again. He was 7 years old. Glenn had always wanted to be a fast runner. Yes, he want to achieve something. He want to become a sportsman. So he want to run. If your legs has been burned, can you run and walk? No. But we should have willpower. So he wanted to be a fast runner. But now that seemed impossible. So because legs has been burned, so he felt very sad. So it was impossible because doctor told he cannot never walk again. But he want to become a sportsman, fast runner. So what they did, Glenn was given crutches. Means if our legs happened anything, no, they give 2 sticks to walk, to hold and walk. 2 sticks or like stand, they'll give something. Yes, no. So sticks used as support by a disabled person while walking. 2 sticks or that walker, anything they'll give to walk, to hold and walk. But he could not use them. Why? But he still dreamt of becoming a runner. He could not use because from a childhood, he want to become a sportsman, means fast runner. So he want to be a runner. So he don't like to hold that crutches. He don't like to walk in the walker. So he still dreamt of becoming a runner. His leg has been burned, but then too, he was dreaming, I want to be a runner. But his parents, doctor told he could never walk again. His parents did all they could to help him because he lost his brother. Yes, no? He has lost his brother. So parents, now he's having only one son, Glenn Cunningham. So what parents helped him? In many ways for him. They rubbed his legs every day with special oil. They brought from with all the doctors, homeopathic, Ayurvedic, everything. They brought some oil, they used to rub every day. Glenn was in bed for a year, more than a year, he was in bed only. Because leg has been burnt, he could not walk. If they give stick also, he was not interested to use that. One day, he got up from the bed and tried to walk. After a year, he got up from the bed, he tried to walk slowly, but he couldn't. He fell down. He tried to walk, but he couldn't because more pain. He fell down. Glenn did not give up hope. He did not give up hope. So he thought, I should, I can, I will. So he thought. So he tried again and again. Soon he was able to walk few steps. Soon he tried, he fell down. Once again he stood. He tried 2 steps. He walked. So he did not leave his hope. He was confident, I can do, I will do it. So he tried few steps. Then he started to run. So soon he was able to walk a few steps. Then he started to run. First he walked for some days and he started to run. When he ran, the pain seemed too much less. When he started to walk, he fell down. After he thought, I should do, I will do. He was having more confidence. So he thought, I want to be a runner. So he started to run. The pain seemed too much lesser. So when he started to run, he was having so much of hope and confidence. So he started to run, no, the pain was very less. When he was walking slowly, the pain was more, he fell down. But he was having more confidence on himself, so he started to run. After that, he never walked. After that, what he did, he started to practice by running only. He never walked at all. Just he was running. He always ran. Very soon he could run faster than his friends. So every day he was practicing by running only. After some days, he started to run very fast than his friends. At the age of 13 when he was 7 years, his legs has been burned. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 6 years, he tried to run very fast. So he became a runner at school and later went on to become the national's outstanding athlete. So at the age of 13, he became a runner at the school. He became a runner. He joined in the competition. He was a winner. Later went on to become nation's outstanding, excellent, very good performance, outstanding athlete. He was an excellent runner. So he joined in the sports. He took part in many competitions and at last his wish came true because from the childhood he wanted to become a fast runner. Yes, no? But very sad, he burnt his legs for 4 to 5 years. He was bedridden for more than 1 year, but he started to practice, walk, run. So he never walked once again. He started to run. So at last, he ran fast than his friends. At the age of 13, he became a fast runner at the school. Yes, no? So he took part in many competitions and at last his wish came true. So he wished, always he was dreaming, I want to be a runner. At last his wish came true. In 1934, he became the world's fastest runner by running a mile in 4 minutes. So in the first para I told, the great American athlete is remembered even today as the first man to run a mile in 4 minutes. So at last, at the age of 13, he became fast runner in the school. He was in 1934, he was the world's fastest runner by running a mile in 4 minutes. 4 minutes, he used to run more than 1 kilometer. Glenn Cunningham showed the world that nothing is impossible. So, doctor, what he told, he could never walk again, but he was having some confidence. I can do. So he tried for a year. So he tried at last, his wish came true and he proved that nothing is impossible. If anyone say you can't do, you should try. You should say, I will do, I can do. So at last, Glenn Cunningham became a fast runner. So we must try and try till we succeed in what we want to do. So if you want to do anything, if anybody tells you can't do, you should try. You should think I can do. So you should try until you succeed. Okay, children. So I hope you have understood this lesson. So meanings I have written on the board, no? Learn these meanings, children. Don't copy this. Don't waste the books and all. Just learn spellings. See, eminent, famous, well-known, athletic, a person trained in sports, cripple, someone who cannot walk because of an injury or a disability, task, job, groan, a soft cry, brother was crying, unconscious, not conscious, unable to respond, crutches, sticks used as support by a disabled person while walking, outstanding, excellent, very good. So now I'll give you a homework. So now I'll give you homework, children. The last class I have given poem, 2 paras, 2 times. Today, English homework. See here, as I told, 200 pages English homework. That means general homework. See here, general. You should write general homework. In that general homework, EVS and English. In one book only, you should write EVS and English. That we call as general homework. Max 200 pages horizontal for classwork, 200 pages for homework. Kannada, that ruled book, no? So 3/4 keep it for classwork, 1/4 you keep it for homework. Homework don't leave line, children. Classwork leave line and write neatly. Hindi also same. Leave line for classwork, don't leave line for homework. So general homework, EVS and English in one book only. Today if you write English homework, mention ENGHW, write the date, write date, English homework. What I'll give, no, that homework. Tomorrow if EVS ma'am give homework, don't do partition. You should not do partition book. One book only, first page write English homework, turn the page, write EVS, mention EVS homework. Mention EVS homework. What ma'am give keywords, questions, what? That homework. Next day, if I give English homework, turn the page, mention English homework. Okay, children, you should mention like that and you should write. So, one book for English classwork, one book for English homework. You are having 6 books, I think so. English homework, English classwork, EVS classwork, English homework. One is for Kannada classwork, one is for Hindi classwork. One book pending is there. So in that book, PDF has been come. Classwork, homework, worksheet, everything. Worksheet, one book. All subject you should write in one book only. Kannada, Hindi, English, EVS, Maths. 200 pages, you keep 5 subject also in one book only. Worksheet. Long book, don't use, children. You should not use long book. Keep separately. We'll inform when to write in long book. So in 6 book, one is for Kannada, one is for Hindi. Kannada, Hindi, half homework, classwork in that book only. So 2 book went, one is for English classwork, one is for EVS classwork. One is general homework. That means English and EVS. One book which is been left, no, that you use for worksheet. In the PDF it has came, worksheet, all the subjects, 6 also, first page, Maths, English, anything, what subject, EVS, Kannada, Hindi, which PDF has been come, no, first subject, right there. Next page only after completing worksheet. Next page, don't do partition. 20 pages, don't leave, children. First subject, which subject PDF has came, no, complete that. After completing that, next page only, start next subject. Means Kannada, Hindi, English, EVS, Maths, line by line you should write. So your homework is lesson number 1, page number 14. Meanings. English homework, lesson number 1. Lesson number 1 is the learned fools. Page number 14. Open page number 14. Meanings. Meanings 2 times. Okay, meanings 2 times. Learned, lack, common sense, expensive, dense, ignorant, pounds. So meanings you should write 2 times. Write neatly. Don't leave line also. It's okay, but handwriting should be neat. Don't write so big also. Don't write so chota also. Write neatly. After the 7, 8 meanings, if you want to write second time is leave 1 line. After that you should write. Okay, right. You can leave line and write also, no problem. Because 200 pages the whole year you can use. So write neatly. Meanings 2 times. Okay, children. So here I'll end my class. So PDF classworks and all as it has came. Complete everything. Every Friday you should bring all the subjects, classwork and homework. So we teachers will be there. Like last year you follow that. So this year, last year you were coming on Wednesdays. This year we have mentioned in the online classes, see, Friday. So every Friday, what you have written, if PDF comes, classwork and homework. If PDF you completed, got correction also. So next PDF it has not come in. So every Friday you should bring homework. So every Friday, what all you have written, you should bring for correction. Or incomplete, I'm not going to come. That and all, no children. How much ever you have written, just bring for correction and take the signature. Okay. Here I'll end my class. Thank you.